Were you ever arrested on Mauna Kea?
Yes, on September 9th, 2015.
Could you describe a little bit about where you were?
I was at Halepohaku with my hula sisters and with one of the kia'i that was staying up there 24/7. And we went up there to Pule because we had heard that the DLNR might do a sweep, and not just do a sweep of our 24-hour vigil site, but also a sweep of the hale kukia'i mauna, the traditional hale that was erected up there, that holds the deities, kukia'i mauna, and also ki'i of hina. And so I felt that I needed to be there, because those words, kukia'i mauna, came to us right in our living room when we were writing a chant dedicated to the mountain. And that ki'i that was in that hale, and that still goes up into that hale, is named kukia'i mauna. And so I felt a responsibility and a birthright to be there to protect that place and to honor this ki'i. And so we went up there before 10 o'clock to do our pule and to ground and to give our offerings. And that's where I was.
Okay. Who is the one kia'i that you were mentioning that was not part of your halal sisters?
Bronson Kobayashi.
Oh, okay. Was he arrested as well?
He was.
Okay. So what were you doing when you were arrested?
I was in a circle of women, and we were calling on the gods and goddesses of the mountain to come in from above, from below, from the uplands to the sea. And it's a very powerful chant. It's not one that we do anywhere and at any time. It's very specific when we're calling directly to these gods and goddesses. And we never got to finish that chant because we were ripped apart. We were pulled apart right in the middle of it.
Were the emergency rules? And do you know who made those rules?
I believe it's either OMKM or BLNR.
Okay. And so those rules were limiting going up the Mauna and the times in which you could go up.
Yes.
And to your knowledge, did it limit only practitioners or all people?
To my knowledge, only practitioners and kia'i were ever given citations or arrested during those times, during the time of the emergency rules.
When you were arrested, who exactly was arresting you? To your knowledge, were it the county police or the DoCare?
DoCare.
Okay. You know it's DoCare because of their uniforms or something?
I know because I've seen my arresting officer here.
Oh, okay.
And because that is what I recall.
Okay. Where were you taken after your arrest?
After my arrest, I was taken down to Hilo.
To the police?
To I believe the police station, yes.
And were you detained there?
Yes.
Do you know how long?
I do not know how long, but it seemed to be either 3 or 4 hours or more. But that's what I recall, the length of time of processing all of us and getting our mug shots. And then we sat there for a while until we were released.
Were you fingerprinted?
I was also fingerprinted, yes.
And then were you told what you were arrested for?
Not at the time. when we got down to the station, they said, of course, for the violating the emergency rules. But the actual arrest it was very hazy for me because I was in Pule, and then right after that, right in between that, we were just so violently pulled apart that I don't recall any of the details, whether I was given any information. Then I don't remember that at all.
You are aware as to what happened to those rules
Yes,
and what did happen to those rules.
they were dismissed and overturned by Judge Ibarra.